Hello. So, no lie, this is obviously just me 2 minutes later from that last video, but putting it into two parts usually helps with YouTube, as you can save that last one and then come to this one later. Anyway, so this is going to be 2018 going forward video, where I talk about what I would like to do personally, professionally, emotionally, whatever. That type of thing. It's 2018 just started a couple days ago, and everyone does this. But setting out concrete goals, things you can actually reach for, you can actually measure yourself on, I think is important, and it's just a reminder when it's a new year to do it. I know a lot of people harp on the cliche and harp on the fads that happen because of it, but it's just, I think it is still important to do. Anyways, I listed mine out. I'm literally on a notepad, but talking a little bit, I guess, to kind of put these into subjects like goals and promises, I suppose, to the things that we're talking about here. So the goals for this year, as it is January 3rd, as of me taping this video, is, as always, number one, being healthier. It's not a secret, I don't believe, that I've always wanted to be healthier, wanted to lose weight, do weightlifting, do cardio. God forbid, I hate cardio, but, just be healthier. It's something that I was, my dad's super health nut, basically. I've always had a good role model for, and I just know is healthy. And it's also something that literally helps me day to day. I can actually feel the effects of being healthier when I do stretching every hour, when I do walks every day, when I actually weight lift, when I do yoga. The effects are immediate. Walk every day, I feel instantly better. A little bit of seasonal depression, winters suck, but walking definitely helps. Yoga helps directly with how I feel about my neck and my back, which, if you have any of you have read my frequently asked questions on my Twitch page, or seen maybe some other things I've talked about it, I have a messed up neck, vertebrae all over the place over here, shoulders in a knots, so it directly affects my playtime on a computer. It physically pains me to be on a chair for 3 hours straight, much less like 6 hours with occasional breaks. But if I'm healthy, then it directly helps with that. So that's always something I look to actually work with. And of course, actually losing weight, being a ideal weight, is just, it's not something you can really argue against, in my opinion. Like, it's better to be an ideal weight. Anywho, moving on from healthier, because that's kind of everyone's 2018 goal, for the most part, is to the concrete numbers. So for me, I would like my Twitch channel to grow. It currently is around 200 subs. We'll see what happens as it fluctuates from discount month to whatever month. It's at 200. I would like to double that by the end of the year and be at 400 Twitch subs. I think that's actually absolutely doable, but it is hard to tell. There's an initial spike because people are like, oh, she's streaming, she's new, like, I'd like to support her. But then if I'm not good at it, people will inevitably stop subbing, and it's just something that I think is realistic, but also good. I want to hit 4,000 YouTube subs. I think, I'm at 2,000, 2,500, something like that. I don't actually pay attention to my subscriber count that much anymore. But my YouTube is used, even if it is not super active, and I think it has some really good information on there. It's just not publicized that much. So I'd like 4,000 YouTube subscribers. I want to attend 6 live events. This includes, regional things, Cheesadelphia's, Kings of the North, but also WCS's, as well as maybe eventually BlizzCon at the end of the year again. That would be awesome. I think 6 is totally doable, especially with the smaller events I can do. I want to hit GM with Terran, which I also think is doable. I just have to actually start putting a practice mindset into it, as opposed to just daily dallying and streaming. I would like to move out of my parents' house. They're actually awesome people to live with, and I really get along well with my mom. But it is something that everyone has to do, I suppose, when they have the means to do it and the security to do it. And I've kind of reached that point. So I'm looking into moving into nicer but lower rent places, cities to go to. Because where I live is actually one of the most expensive places to live in the U.S. And anything that is even, barely reachable of my income is kind of a shitty place. So, I might move to, I'm actually looking at either Austin or Phoenix, because I also want to go someplace where it's warm all the time. And then I think the last one is, and this might be a big shock to everyone, but is to fill a sketchbook per month. Just fill it up per month. So I'll have 12 full sketchbooks at the end of the year. I've tried doing this before and I failed, but drawing is something that has always been a part of me. And while I've stopped doing it the last year or so, with things that have happened and focusing on other things for sure, it's something that I really want to get back into. And I actually want to be the artist that I've always wanted to be, which I could never quite achieve. It's one of my biggest failures so far in my life, is not being as good of an artist as I thought I would be by this time, when I was like, thinking of when I was 16, what I would think of when I was 26. It's not there. Anyways, moving on to the next subject. So the promises of what will happen next year for you guys that actually devour all this content. So promises are 6 out of 7 days streamed on my personal channel, except for when I go to live events. There's just really no getting around that. But I still think it is an admirable thing to promise, as those will include days where I am home but travel wary. They'll include days that I give a long cast but still fit in a 1 or 2 hour stream. That is my promise. 2 hours minimum, with an average of 5 hours for the streams. Generally, what I really mean by this is it's going to be 2 hours for days I cast, and then 5 hours for days I don't cast. I'll host a sub night monthly. I used to do these in the past, and they were almost always positive. I stopped doing them just because, honestly, I didn't like streaming that much, so I didn't really want to do them if I ever got up the courage to stream. I wanted to do something mindless and that I could just turn the stream on and then turn it off whenever I felt like it. Now it's different. So once a month, sub night. They've been fun. It's the rainer parties. It's the mono battles, stuff that people really enjoy, and I think is actually very good for the community. I feel like one of the reasons I'm always shocked by the participation is that I'm always worried that people just don't even have StarCraft installed anymore. And I think it's good when people have the chance to use it again and be involved in a community activity, because StarCraft is too much sometimes, 1v1 game. Additionally, I would like to be, I guess this is a promise, so I promise to be more talkative and more interactive on stream. Streaming is a real skill, especially with StarCraft. I don't know how some of these guys do it. The likes of Pig, for instance, streams forever and also talks consistently. It's not that I don't want to do it. I just sometimes it's like, what do I even talk about? So that's kind of a goal and it's kind of a promise, but more talking, explaining, interactive, doing things that are different day to day. So some replay analysis, some pro game analysis, some subscriber casts if there are 1v1s, some the game nights, just variety, so that it's a fun place to be. And then I think the last promise I have is to do 3 videos per week on my YouTube. This will probably be co-op, build order, and 1v1s that I play, to be honest. But my goal is actually to be 5 YouTube videos a week, but they've been very difficult to do. Maybe I'll rearrange, with my new schedule, it'll be rearranged. But that's kind of the goals and promises section, and I'll tie it all up in a nice little knapsack, I suppose, by saying 2018 is going to be a big change. I can choose when I want to cast, and if I don't want to cast, I don't have to. I can just stream. Technically, I can choose not to stream and just be, poor and well, not homeless, but not making any improvements or money in my life. But that's not what I want to do. I would like 2018 to be just a year of change, but also improvement. So more live events where I'm better every time, more knowledgeable, more relaxed, funnier, you name it. I'd like to do just streaming and StarCraft. I do play other games just because I think it's healthy, sanity-wise, and also fun to have some variety of any type. I've been playing Final Fantasy VI, Northgard, whatever. New game that comes out, certainly been doing that. But that is 2019, really looking forward. Live events and streams and whatever casting gigs I can find on the side. So you can see me in a lot of different places. Ballistics, Base Trade TV, OSC, official StarCraft channel, a lot of different places. Perhaps even streaming a casting on my own channel, but no plans to as of right now. And we'll see how that year looks, I suppose, this time next year. It's dangerous and in some ways intimidating, but I'm pretty happy with the support system that I have. My family backs me up, and I have a lot of really great friends in StarCraft that I know will back me up as well. So, and then I have you guys, people that actually support me. It's really appreciated, and I just want to do right by you, but honestly, not as much as I want to do right by myself and by my family. So, and by the people that took a chance on me as well. So that just about covers it. Thank you for watching these videos. Hope you guys enjoyed them, and you can ask me more about these videos on my stream, as I now have a weekly schedule laid out. You guys know when to expect me and can ask all your questions there. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.